This is Breakfast with Lish Fayer on ABC Radio Canberra.
Yeah, we are going to be talking about the economy after 7:30. It's 17 past 7 on your Tuesday morning, 8 degrees in town, heading for a top of 21. Looks like it's all clear on the roads at the moment. Wonder if you're wandering around your suburb and there's little pockets that just bring you a little bit of joy. Not managed by the ACT government. They're just sort of pop-up verge gardens. Someone has taken it on themselves to cultivate a little bit of garden. They might have planted some cuttings. They might have built up the area, bit of guerrilla planting perhaps. But as part of your community, it just puts a smile on your face. There's a garden in Weston that has under a bit of attracted a bit of disapproval from someone, and it's causing a lot of concern within the community. Murray Lawton is a local resident who uses the Five Ways garden. Joins you this morning. Murray, good morning.
Hi, Vish. How are you?
Very well. Hey, tell us about the Five Ways garden.
Well, it's in Kambah, actually, not Western.
Oh, sorry.
But I was very shocked when I first heard about the news on our local community Facebook page. So the government would make such a decision to want to, remove this.
Yeah, what is it? When you can you just describe what the garden looks like?
It was actually a very nice garden on what used to be quite a large nature strip planted by a resident in one of the houses, I'm fairly certain. But it's very rare that these things are in suburban Canberra in general, so it's very bizarre when I heard about the news the government wants to get rid of this.
Yeah, why do they want to get rid of it?
So understanding that someone may have made an anonymous complaint, a resident maybe, said that they want it gone, and it's very unfortunate because this is something during the pandemic that really brought together the local community. So it's such a shame to hear about this. But somewhat it's unclear why the government wants to do this at this moment. It's just a very bizarre decision.
Yeah, because I understand approval was given for the garden to be created a long time ago, almost 30 years ago, 1992, and over the years it's sort of evolved into this much-loved community garden, and as you say, one person really looks after it, but everybody enjoys it and chips in where they can. Is it a risk? Does it pose a risk to anyone?
Not really. A lot of people, it's not a private garden either. A lot of people will walk by and you're able to walk by. It's not hard to walk through it. And a lot of people stop by there, and often enough there's lots of festive Christmas time decorations as well. We decorated at Christmas time, so it's very strange that I heard about this decision to. I find, it just feels like they want to. I mean, we're not even certain it was someone wanted to complain about this, but it's very much like a Grinch situation.
Yeah. So it's off Bissenberger Crescent in Kambah. It's this little community garden. So we've put a call into the ACT government. We'll follow up with them about what's planned for the garden and why it might be a problem, because we hear the rise of verge gardening, Murray. Lots of people can create their little spots to make the community better, and you'd think it would be in the community's interests that other people manage those urban spaces.
And I thought this would be in the government's interest, but this is just something that's very rare in suburban Canberra to have, something a place to generally meet that's not the shop. So
yeah, it's lovely. And has it got seating? Has it got sort of infrastructure put in there? Because we also hear that the ACT government don't love people building, say, their own bike paths, for example, going through areas. Could that be a problem? Infrastructure?
Well, there's lots of rocks and logs to sit on, but these don't really pose a safety risk, in my opinion.
Yeah,
well, I don't understand why.
Yeah, I can see the community is a bit baffled by this. I think a city ranger visited the garden and advised that the complaint was made and that the garden needs to be removed at the gardener's own cost, which, so we'll try and follow up, Murray, thanks so much for giving us the lowdown of the Five Ways Community Garden.
No problem. And there will be a e-petition as well by the local community as well, so stay tuned on that.
Okay. I think at the moment there's a Facebook, if you want to follow the Facebook group Friends of Five Ways Kambah.
Yes, that one too.
Great. Thanks so much, Murray.
It's nice chatting with you.
You
See
too.
you.
Murray Lawton. He's a local resident who uses that Five Ways garden. I wonder if you know that garden, why it might be that it needs to be removed. If you had a similar, you mightn't have something on the scale of the Five Ways garden, but you know exactly what it is. A little group, you yourself have just created a beautiful little space for people to enjoy. Really like to hear from you this morning. Makes it all the difference, doesn't it, when you go for your walk? Maybe stop and chat. That's just that social interaction, really important part of our community. So we'll try and follow up and find out why it needs to go. 1300 6